guys, this is Katie and welcome to my first weekly vlog of 2020. So it is a Monday, it is my first day back at school, so it is actually the 6th of January and it is 10 to 7 in the morning. It's getting quite dark, like it's quite dark outside, which is strange. Like in Bangkok it doesn't generally tend to be dark in the morning, but I think the last few days it has been, not sure why. Anyway, I'm going to keep this short because I've got loads of stuff to do. This morning I actually have a parent coming in at about 7:10 for a chat, but I also want to kind of rearrange the tables a bit. I need to print off some bits and bobs off for today. So that is my plan for today. It is a fairly standard Monday. I have some free periods, so my plan today and then this week is to get organised, get ready for the new term, get my books like ready for inspection. Not inspection, book scrutiny. Like we have book check in a few weeks. We also have parents' evening next week. So my plan is today is to go through all the books, make sure they're ready, make sure all the parent evening like appointments are booked and sorted for next week, and just kind of rearrange the classroom a little bit. I want to change the seating a little bit as well. So yeah, that's my plan. See you in a bit. Right, I'm back. Sorry, I was redoing my room and then a parent came in for our meeting. So I've just changed the classroom up a bit. Before I had 4 tables of 6 and I felt like the groups were too big and it was hard to help like big groups of like big tables of children. So what I've done is I've split up the back 2 tables so that there's a gap in the middle for me to come and sit in like during maths or literacy, and we're doing some like focus work. And then I've put 3 tables of 4 at the big front, and then I had like this little small round table at the back that was in the reading corner that I wasn't really using at all, and I had loads of cushions, and I was like, you know what, there's a lot of my kids that find it really hard to sit in a chair, and I really want to try some more flexible seating in the classroom. So for now I've got this table, popped it forward and put some like cushions on it, like cushions around it, so the children can sit there. But I want to like find some other ways for them to sit as well, because I think having a few more different seating options is a good idea for them. Anyway, gonna get some stuff printed for the day and yeah, just kind of do a bit more reorganisation. So yeah, like I said, sorry, I split these tables. They were kind of connected together, but I've split them just in this shape because I figured it would give me a little bit more room, and I can kind of go in this little gap in the middle, put a stool here, and then work with 6 children all at once. And then I've put these tables together just as 4s, and then I've got like this little table down here with some cushions around it for the children to work on. Right, so it's now like 12:30. It is lunchtime. I had maths earlier today, and then I had a staff meeting when my kids went to languages. I have lunch now until 1:10. Having time off definitely like throws my knowledge of the day. Yeah, no, I have lunch till 1:10. So I'm going to eat some food, watch a bit of YouTube, relax for a bit, and then I'll have a lesson for an hour. I have topic today, so it's a really kind of nice, easy lesson. And then it's the end of the day. It's 2:30. We finish at 2:30. I'm going to spend about an hour after school just kind of catching up on organising my room. I kind of organised it quite a bit earlier, so I'll show you that later on. But yeah, I'm going to catch up with organising bits and bobs, mark my maths books from today, and then head home about 3:30. This afternoon I'm actually going to the hospital with Callum. He last week he had to go to the hospital because he didn't hear anything on our if you watched our vlogmas you'd see we ended up going to the Raffles Medical Centre in Vietnam, and then when we came back his hearing was still bad, so we went to the specialist. He's hearing much better, but he just had a check-up appointment, so we're doing that later today. So I'll check in with you probably later on then because I've got lots to do. I shall see you in a bit. Good morning, it is now Tuesday. I'm back at school, it's 6:50, ready for another day. So yesterday I actually didn't film too much on my Osmo because I realised when I was doing time lapses that the battery was like running out, the storage was running out, and I needed to back up my Osmo. So I filmed a few like shots on my phone. Yesterday I went home and we went to the hospital. Callum's ear is pretty much sorted. He's been given like a few more tablets just to like clear his sinuses, just to make sure his inner ear is like fully recovered. But yeah, he's doing much better, which is great. Anyways, yes, I'm in school, it's 6:50. I'm gonna be honest, we went out for dinner and we got back and one of my guests me and Callum were talking about the TV program You, and one of my guests it sounded interesting and she'd never watched it before, so we ended up watching the first episode and then she wanted to watch the second episode, so I didn't end up going to bed until like just past 11. And for some reason this morning was just one of those days that I really struggled to get up. I think it's just like getting back into the swing of things. So I'm going to be honest, I did go to 7-Eleven. I picked myself up a frozen mocha drink just because I've tried their caramel latte ones and they're really good, so I thought I'd try their mocha. And I did get myself a toasty. So in 7-Eleven in Thailand, toasties are all the rage. If you come to 7-Eleven in Thailand, you have to get a toasty. But I actually didn't just get a normal one. I got one with spinach in, so therefore it's healthy, right? No, I appreciate it's not, but I'm gonna go with it. Yesterday I marked some of my maths books, didn't get them all done, because I'm trying to do like a deep mark to make sure that all of their book is up to date, ready for their parents' evenings for next week. So that's my plan. Today is fairly, it's not a bad day actually. This morning I actually don't remember what I have off my heart. How bad is that? Right, yeah, so I have, normally we have like a little planner and they haven't been printed yet, that we're giving them today, so we forgot to print them before the holidays. So I normally look at that, that's why I've forgotten. But yes, today I have numeracy, first lesson, then I have literacy, which reminds me I'm not entirely sure what we're doing for literacy, so I need to check the plan. And then I have a free period. Then we have reading, and actually reading is going to be a class reading session. We're reading The Boy by Roald Dahl, which is good. I've actually never read that book, so it'd be interesting to read it with the children. So we read the book and do a bit of like reading comprehension. Then I have lunch, and then the children have languages, so I have a free period to get some bits and bobs done. My plan today is to finish off my maths marking, start going through my literacy books. We have a book look, it's called, in week 3. So I've got plenty of time, but I know that the end of last term, because Christmas was coming up and we had loads of stuff going on, there were bits and bobs that I missed, not so much marking, but obviously if you're a teacher you probably have the same thing, but you give to the children a next step, or you give them something else to practice on or to finish or whatever it is. and you don't always have time to look back and check they've done those things, especially when it gets really busy. So I need to go back and check all of those types of things, and then mark their work from yesterday for maths. But yeah, that's kind of my plan today, maths and literacy books. Get on. My classroom is looking much more organised. I'm much more happy with it. I kind of spent an hour or two yesterday just kind of blitzing it, which is good. I'm happy with that. I've got a desk drawer, so when I have a free period today, I might try and just sort through my desk drawer because it's looking a bit messy. Like, it's looking very messy, to be fair. So that's my plan today. Books, tidying up, sorting out my desk drawer, eating my toasty. See you in a bit, guys. Guys, one of the worst things about living in Bangkok, and like there's not many of them, one of the worst things is blinking mosquitoes. Just sitting here, casually doing my work, got a really itchy arm, I'm being bitten. I hate mosquito bites. Hi guys, so I just started filming and then I realised it's got really dark as I was talking. Yes, so got home about 4ish, had a CPD session after school, which was like, to be fair, really helpful. It was about using your like vocal cords and how to use different voices so that you don't strain your voice. As a teacher, apparently there's different ways I'm trying to do it. But apparently there's different ways that you can use your voice so that you don't strain your voice as much. So that was helpful. Came home, chatted to Callum and our guests for a little bit, and then we're going to head out. There's a pub nearby that we're going to go for a quick drink or two and then decide what to have for dinner. I'm not sure what we're going to have. We might go to a buffet restaurant that's nearby, or we might just eat locally, or we might go to coffee club. I'm not sure. I'll keep you posted, but I shall see you in a bit. Oh, hi guys. So it's Thursday. Tuesday we were going, I think I last spoke to you, we were going out for a meal and we went out for a few drinks, and to be honest I had like one drink and then I felt a bit funny, and then we went to a different area that you can like eat food in, it's outside, and I started just kind of coughing. I know I've talked about pollution in China before, but the pollution in Bangkok at the moment isn't as good as it normally is. Like the AQI level isn't as good as it normally is. And it's nowhere near as bad as China, but I think the pollution, because it's been bad the last few days, when I say bad, it's kind of sat around about 150 AQI, which is nowhere near as bad as it got in China. But I think just because I've been used to clean air and then it's got bad, I don't know, I think Tuesday night I was just coughing a bit, and then yesterday morning I woke up in the morning coughing constantly, and then at like 4:30, 5 o'clock I woke up and needed to be sick, and like I felt queasy and sick all day. I was kind of going back and forth, and it wasn't like, sorry, I'm being really graphic. I was unwell yesterday. There's my summary. You don't need to know everything. So I was unwell yesterday. I managed to get a bit of sleep as well though, so that was good, and I'm feeling much better today. Like the pollution quality still isn't great. I think you can probably hear in my voice it's a bit like grainy, so I'm going to try my best not to like cough as much. I've bought like 3 bottles of water and a bottle of Pepsi from the 7-Eleven just to like keep going, different flavoured water just because I wanted to try different flavours. And I knew that if I have them in my bag, it would force me to make sure I drink them. I'm really bad at remembering to drink water. I have a bottle on my desk, and there's even like water fountains outside, and I do need to go and fill them up more, but I don't. So yeah, my aim is today to just keep drinking as much water as possible. I'm sure it's like nothing, like I think it's probably just getting like my system being aggravated by the pollution, or it might be like a bug, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm feeling much better today. I'm feeling a bit kind of like groggy, but apart from that I'm fine. So, back at school today, I had someone cover my classes yesterday, so I'm gonna just look at like their books and see what the children did yesterday. My colleague dropped off my planner for the term, so I'm gonna fill that out as well. And just get a few little kind of bits and bobs done. There's not loads of stuff that I need to really like worry about too much today. You know, it's just a bit of a it's a bit of a normal day. I have lessons until lunchtime, and then after lunch I have a free period, but we have our meeting, so it's like our planning meetings. We need to make sure all the plans are ready for next week today, so that's kind of my aim for the morning. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking, get on with some work, and see you in a bit. Well, hi guys, so it is lunchtime. I have had a busy old morning, really nice lessons actually, kids are really good. And actually, you know, we just had an ICT lesson, and before the holidays our kids made fantasy stories, and we just showed them how to make it. I showed them how to put it on Book Creator, and we printed some of them off, and they look so good. Like, the kids are so proud of having their own little books. It's really cute. Like, they're just like, anyway, so we printed off 2 each so that they could have one in our, we're going to put one in our book corner, and then they can take the other one home, and they're so excited about it, which is so cute. Anyway, it's lunchtime. I went to the cafe during my break time. We have like a little cafe here, and I picked up myself a pesto and chicken sandwich. So I'm going to have that. I'm going to have some water, and I also have got my calendar for like the year, for the term. We just have someone in my year group makes these little calendars, and they have like an overview of the month, but then they also have like a blank timetable so I can put in what we're doing for each lesson. So got that, so I'm going to fill in the gaps for next week onwards. And then I'm just going to kind of get a bit organised. I haven't got a lesson after lunch, but I have got a planning meeting. Luckily, I actually planned, because I'm in charge of planning maths every other week, because I have, there's 2 of us that do it, so we share it. But luckily I planned next week's maths before Christmas. So thank you very much, Super Organised 2019 version of Katie. That was really helpful. So I just need to kind of go over those, make sure everything is there for that, which is what I'm going to do this lunchtime. Go to my meeting after lunch. Then I have 15 minutes with the kids before they go home. Then I'm here until like 5, because we have parents' evening next week, but one of the parents that I teach for maths can't come to parents' evening, so they're going to come along today instead, but they can only do 5. So I'm just going to get on with some work until then, and then finish about 5:15, which is quite annoying because I haven't really got loads of stuff to do. Well, I have got quite a bit to do, but I'm just tired and I'm feeling a bit rough. I am feeling better than I was yesterday, but I think just feeling a bit tired, and I think it's probably just a bug, obviously, that's gone around. But oh well, all is good. Gonna crack on with some work, have my sandwich, see you in a bit. Oh hi guys, I'm being a daredevil here and balancing the camera on top of the water bottle. Someone just walked past my window and thought I was crazy for talking to my camera. Yeah, hi. It is Thursday. It is 4:25. I've hit a wall. Do you ever get that? Teachers out there, do you get that? I don't know. I've just like got to a stage today. It was a lovely day. Had a really nice day. It was lovely to see the kids. Lovely to just kind of like catch up with stuff. I hate having a day off work and then coming in and like feeling like I'm out of my depth a bit. But yeah, no, it was fine. Managed to get lots of stuff done. Managed to like get on top of a lot of things as well, which was great. I'm waiting for a meeting with a parent. So there's a child that I teach her maths, and their parents couldn't come in next week for parents' evening. They're going out the country or something like that, so they had to come in today, but they couldn't get here until 5 because of work. So I'm just kind of like waiting around for them, to be honest. I like this week, because I'm on top of everything, like I'm on top of planning, I'm on top of books and stuff like that, which has been great because, like, you know, it's always nice. I have just kind of been sitting here like trying to be a bit productive, in the sense of like I've been going through my to-do list for like the term, and like just making little lists of stuff that I would like to get done, and looking at a bit of CPD options and stuff. But to be honest, I haven't been like massively practical, just because I'm a bit tired. Like, it's been one of those days where I feel like it's been a great day, but I just feel like I haven't really stopped. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to describe it. But yeah, it's been a good day. Anyway, it is Thursday. Tomorrow Well, this evening I think me and Cam are just going to chill out. I think I said earlier our guests left yesterday and I absolutely loved having them here. I think I mentioned this in my Vlogmas, but just in case you didn't watch it, the reason I refer to them as my guests is because we had 2 guests over from the UK, and they didn't really particularly want me to broadcast across the internet that they were out of the country, so that's why I just call them my guests. It's a lot easier. Not like anything sinister about it, it's just they're quite private people. They don't really like YouTube that much. It's fair enough. But yeah, we had our guests with us. They were here for like 3.5 weeks, and it was lovely. We were able to travel Cambodia and Vietnam, and we saw a lot of Bangkok, and I'm so excited to share those videos with you, because we got to see a lot more. We kind of like got, I don't know, since we moved here, we've been so focused on like enjoying daily life that we haven't really like done any touristy stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, because we've just been trying to get into the swing of living in Bangkok and what life in Bangkok is like. We haven't done too much like unusual stuff. So it was nice to like go and see a temple and go to a few different restaurants that we wouldn't normally go to, and stuff like that. So yeah, it was good. And I absolutely loved having them here. I think they might come over next Christmas as well, which would be really nice. So yeah, it has been lovely. But at the same time, like, because we've been going out every day for the past 3.5-4 weeks, and then when I was back at school, even before we broke up from school, they came over like in the last week of my term here, and so every evening we've been going out for dinner and stuff like that. It's been exhausting. Like, I know they were knackered as well, so they won't mind me saying that, but both me and Callum last night just like laid down and were like, man, I'm knackered. Like, I sound so old, like, Jesus, Katie. But yeah, no, I think we have been just been like, so we are gonna have an evening in. We're gonna order some food. I'm not sure what we'll order. Actually, do you know what? Maybe I'll make some food. I'm not really sure. No, I won't, because I haven't taken the mince out of the freezer. And that won't defrost in time, will it? No. I'll order some food in, just because, you know, life is easy when you order food in. So I'll order some food in. We're going to relax, watch a bit of TV. We need to start the new season of You. There's obviously, most people have probably heard of it at least, there's a TV program on Netflix called You, and we watched the first season way back when. And one of my guests wants to start watching it this week, so they watched it a little bit at ours, and I said to Cam, I was like, right, we need to get into season 2 now. So that's the plan this evening. We're going to start watching You. I might even start playing Red Dead Redemption 2, which sounds a bit weird, but I quite like playing PlayStation games. Callum often plays the games, and I watch him play them every so often whilst I'm doing blog work, but then I like to play them as well. So he played Red Dead Redemption 2 like when it first came out, whilst I was playing a very old Grand Theft Auto, so I might start that tonight. We'll see. The exciting life I lead, hey? But yes, relaxing this evening, getting on with some. I have got some blog work. I feel like because we've had guests here, I've got on top of blog work. So if you don't know, because I haven't actually mentioned in this vlog, and if you're new, hi. But yeah, so we have a blog called Creative Travel Guide, and we've also just set up a niche blog called That Bangkok Life, and I feel like I've just kind of like abandoned them a little bit the last month. Like I've been doing bits of work on them to like keep them ticking over, but I haven't, like, That Bangkok Life hasn't. I put a new blog post up yesterday on it, but before that I didn't have a blog post since like the end of November, because I just kind of didn't have the time and neglected it a bit, but that's going to change. This year me and Cam were saying, like, this is the year. We have a few projects that we want to work on, a few website ideas. I know I say websites as if like doing more than 2 blogs is not enough, but yeah, I think we have some really great ideas. We have some stuff that we want to really knuckle down and get on with, and this is the year, like, everything's going to come together, hopefully. Last year was a great year for Creative Travel Guide, so we have run our travel blog for 3 years, and the first 2 years were like, it was like pulling, I was like giving birth. I don't know, that's not a really bad way to describe it. It was a little painful. Like, it was I didn't understand blogging in any sense of the way, and I was too stubborn to like pay for a course, and I was too busy to like actually research anything myself. And then I actually read an income report. Funny enough, I read someone's income report 2 years ago. It was actually in Bangkok. Obviously, so our blog is older than 2 years. It's probably about 4 years old. Our blog's about 4 years old now, I think. Nearly 4 years, I think. I don't know. But yeah, 2 years ago, we were funny enough in Thailand on holiday for Chinese New Year, and I read someone's income report when one night I was not very well. I'd been sick, and I was sitting in bed in a hotel in Pattaya, feeling sorry for myself. And Callum was watching a bit of YouTube, and I was like flicking through this person's income report, and it really motivated me because I didn't really think of blogging as a way to earn that much money. Like I always knew people earn money from it, but I didn't really think much more to it. And then from there, I really pushed us to get our blog to a state where it's now monetized. We have ad revenue, we have sponsor posts coming in, we make affiliate money. So we're at a stage that I'm really happy with the travel blog and how it's growing and how it's building. So now I just need to apply that to track that Bangkok life by giving it some time. But yes, anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on. I've been talking for like 8 minutes. Sorry guys, I'm just having a little ramble today. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna finish off a bit of like to-do planning list. I'm hoping this parent arrives at 5. If they arrive much later, I think I'm gonna get grumpy. Good morning guys, so it is Friday, I'm in my classroom, I just got in, so I'm just actually logging into my computer whilst chatting to you. So it is Friday morning, it is a little bit later today, I think it is, let me have a look, 7 o'clock, it's just gone 7. I just left a bit later today. I come into work with a colleague of mine who lives near me, and we were just faffing this morning. Sometimes that happens, you know. But yeah, it's Friday. I'm wearing this dashing red t-shirt because it is house day at my school, so we all wear our house t-shirts. Though I will say, and I do say so myself, the t-shirt fits a lot better today than it did before Christmas, which was pretty good going, to be fair. I think maybe spending the whole holiday trekking around Vietnam and Cambodia probably helps. But yes, so it's Friday, I have assembly to begin with, I have a free period then, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do in that free period. I might just kind of print some stuff off ready for next week. I always find with Fridays, I only have one free period on Friday, which is absolutely fine, but I do kind of find I'm less productive on a Friday. I don't know, I think I'm probably just tired, but so I'm going to try and find a job to do, a little job to do, and get it done, ish. What else have I got? I've got reading and spelling. At the moment in reading, we are reading a book called The Boy, or called is it just Boy? This one. It's the Roald Dahl book Boy. So we're reading that, so we're just gonna, like as a car, so I'll be doing that, and then I might get them to do a little comprehension activity. They've got spelling, for literacy, they are writing obituaries for William Shakespeare as part of their biography topic. So they're going to do that today, like just carry on. They started it yesterday, so today they'll just be carrying that on, then editing it, and then we have lunch time, and then after lunch is kind of a chilled out time. I say chilled out time, it's not chilled out time. I have PHSE and then we have golden time. I'm not entirely sure what the plan is for PHSE yet though. Normally we try and do like a well-being lesson, but as it's the first week back, there hasn't really been too many issues with the class, so I think I might do like a team building game or something. Yeah, that's my plan. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to have my breakfast. I went to 7-Eleven this morning. I got myself a Pepsi Max because I had I had one yesterday and it really helped me with my day. But then for breakfast, because I didn't have breakfast, I bought myself a chocolate chip banana cupcake. We'll see. I'm not sure how that's going to be, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and get on with some work. See you in a bit. So I'm home. It is now like 6 o'clock. About 6? Yeah, 5:30, 6-ish. I left work pretty quickly, like at 3 today. Came home, got some blog post work done, which was great. Wrote a blog post for a new project that we're working on, and me and Cam just chatted for a bit, and I realised it's finally here. I know it's late, but I'm finally taking down these Christmas decorations. I was meant to do it on the 6th, because I know that you're meant to do it by the 6th, but to be honest, that was when I was sick and I just couldn't bother to do it. So I'm going to do it today. Christmas decorations coming down, though to make me feel better that Christmas isn't completely over, I have got loads and loads of YouTubers that I like watching that did Christmas content over the holidays, and I just hadn't watched it because I was away. So I'm going to watch some Christmas Day type videos whilst I take down my Christmas decorations, because I'm clinging on to Christmas as much as I can. See you in a bit. Right, so our living room is back to normal. Christmas decorations have gone. I'm gonna cook some dinner today. We're actually just having a really comforty dinner. I'm gonna make some pesto pasta. I'm gonna chop up some peppers and onions and pop them in there. And then I've also got some sausages which I'm gonna grill up, cut up and pop in the pasta as well, because that is literally my favourite type of dinner. And I'm going to make a massive portion so that we have some for leftover to have tomorrow, because we're going to have a working weekend, like a solid working weekend. Pollution's bad in Bangkok at the moment anyway, because they're burning stuff. So yeah, we're gonna have a weekend where we just solidly catch up on blog work and bits and bobs like that. But yeah, so making some extra pasta for tomorrow. We can get started with my cooking now. See you in a bit. Guys, so it is Saturday morning. We actually stayed up quite late last night watching You, the season 2 of You. The kitchen is still a mess, so I'm going to clean up. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. We had a bit of a lay-in, just relax this morning, and I'm just going to put some bread in the toaster so we can have some toast for breakfast, clean up the kitchen, and then we're going to get started on the day. So the plan today, we need to sit down and have a look at our YouTube channel for Creative Travel Guide. We have a YouTube channel for Creative Travel Guide. We put up videos before China and during China, and then we kind of stopped halfway through China just because it was so difficult to edit and upload from China. And I just think we just lost our way a bit with it. But we've got loads of China footage still, and we've got footage from the trip that we just went on. And we're like, you know what, that channel is still doing well considering we're not putting anything up. And I was like, let's revive it. This is the year that we're going to revive it. So I'm going to sit and chat about that and see what the plan is for that. How are we going to streamline work for that? I think that's like our big focus this year, is that we have and I'm sure lots of people do like this as well, but we have lots of projects, we have lots of things that we want to get done. And I know that I make a really long list of all the things I want to do, and then I don't do them. Like, I make the long list, and then I get overwhelmed by the long list. So I've streamlined what's important to do, what isn't important to do. And I will show you, actually, I made like a big calendar of like blog admin stuff and then blog writing, because I find like with our blog and blogs, it's so difficult because I always feel like I should be writing blogs, but then there's lots of other admin type stuff that needs to be done with the blog, and I feel like my time is always kind of, which one should I be doing, so I've kind of sorted out a calendar for myself to stick to. Anyway, I'm going to have some breakfast and I shall see you in a bit. Today really is a getting organised. To be honest, this weekend is a getting organised day, organising our workflow for the year and for the next, what are we going to be doing for the next few weeks, because we really want to hone down our blogs. It's becoming a business, and we want to, I'm not a business person, so we need to learn more and just keep growing it, so that was doing that. Also, because our guest left on Wednesday and I wasn't very well, I need to, all of the stuff that was in their room before they got here, so we have a spare room, we had like suitcases in there, we had some boxes from like the TV and stuff like that when it arrived, and we wanted to keep the boxes. That's all been kind of shoved in the walk-in wardrobe, and that's annoying me, so I'm going to sort all that out as well at some point this weekend. I'm going to sort out our bedroom at some point this weekend. We've got some souvenirs that we bought when we were travelling, so I'm going to put those up, just give the house a bit of a, give it a bit of a clean. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking, have some breakfast, see you in a bit. Also, I just wanted to say, has anyone else seen toast like this? Well, bread like this. This is no word of a lie, a loaf of bread from 7-Eleven. This is how much you get. There's 5 slices in there. So, yeah. Bye guys, so it's now 1:30. Sorry, it's really dark in my lobby area. It's like 1:30ish. We've had a super productive day so far. Tidied up, got some stuff organised, reorganised our desk because we had moved bits and bobs around when our guests had come over. So reorganised that and sat down, did some proper like planning for a creative travel guide. Callum had done like a Udemy course, so there's like a company called Udemy that you can like buy courses off, and they always have really good sales. This is not sponsored in any way, but I would recommend them if you want to learn something, because I'm doing like an SEO course on them at the moment and they're really good. Sorry, just in the lift. But yes, so he had done like a YouTube one and found it really helpful, so we were like going through his notes, applying all the stuff. It stopped, so I'm going to stop talking to the camera. Sorry about that, guys. Although I am getting better at vlogging, the lift stopped at the floor and I was like, I'm not going to stand here talking to a camera. Anyway, went to 7-Eleven, picked up some stuff for lunch. I can't remember what I was saying before, but the summary is I've gone to get lunch. We're going back and doing some more work. Good morning. So it is Sunday morning today. Yesterday we had a really productive day. Today is the aim for today as well. Watched the football last night, so that was nice. And this morning I'm just warming up some pizza because we had pizza left over from dinner last night. We had a few slices and I wanted to show you something that we learned off the great old YouTube on how to warm up pizza properly so it doesn't go gross. So this is our leftover pizza, and I love leftover pizza, but the problem is when you put it in the microwave it goes soggy. We don't have an oven, and if you put it just like on the hob it goes really hard, but we googled, this is what you're meant to do. So at the moment this like crust is really hard because it's been left overnight in the fridge. So you pop it in a pan and you're gonna tilt. So I'm not sure if you saw what I did then, but I tilted the pan, put a little bit of water in the pan to get some steam up there, and then I'm actually just using a lid from one of the pots that we have. You put that on there and it means that the top of the pizza also gets cooked, that crust gets softer. These are some that I've already done, and like I just put it in, this is on really low heat just to keep it warm whilst I do each slice. It shouldn't take long, but now like for example, look, this is the crust here. They become a lot softer, a lot nicer to eat. Like I said, it doesn't take long at all, but now this is all soft. Crust is a lot softer as well. This might not be for everyone, but this is how we like to have our pizza, not too hard. Hi guys, super productive day so far. Sorry, it's like really dark because for some reason like the lobby area where I live is really dark, and so is the lift. Anyway, had a really good morning actually. Spoke a lot about plans for Creative Travel Guide, sorted out the YouTube channel, feeling really like positive and motivated now, which is great. Popping to 7-Eleven now to get some lunch, probably just gonna get a toasty. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some lunch, come back and get on with some solid work, because yeah, it's really nice. I love working with Callum. Obviously he's my partner, so I'm gonna love working with him, but I think we work together so well, so it's really nice. Anyway, let's stop talking, see you in a bit.